And the next duty that I have is to recognize an individual who is a member of the Malaysian Institute of Estate Agent and who have contributed to the advancement of the fraternity. When I called him and said, listen, I need to introduce you, can you give me something about yourself? Because the award that we are going to bestow upon him is the greatest honor a member of an institute will ever receive from the institute. He sent me 3 lines. And I asked him, why 3 lines? He got so much to say. He said, no need lah, Soma, enough lah, just give lah, don't waste time. So, but you must know why we are giving him the award, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Yes or no? Yes. Then you'll know why you're clapping. So I won't take much of a time, but I'll grasp the entire personality of this individual in a couple of words. This is a guy who was born in Kuala Lumpur. He said, I was born in General Hospital, Kuala Lumpur. I never heard anybody saying that in a long time. Mungkin orang tua-tua cakap lah, aku beranak dekat GH Kuala Lumpur. So he's an old character lah. And then he said, I said, where do you grow up? He said, everywhere, but he remembered one particular place that he grew up, not remembered, he loves that place. It's called Jalan Keri. Do you all know where Jalan Keri is or not? Estate agents, do you all know where's Jalan Keri? It is somewhere near Old Town, isn't it? He grew up in that area. So when he formed his real estate company, he called it Keri Properties. Some of you already know who I'm talking about. And this guy, whenever we talk to him in an emotional manner, he always remembers his mother. He will always say, oh, I'm here because of my mother. She motivated me, she supported me. But I'll leave it to him to talk a little bit about his mother. And he went on to become a president of the Malaysian Institute of Estate Agents. And before that, he served almost 9 years from a councillor holding various positions to be elected as a president. And I can still remember when we were talking to him about becoming a president, he said, no lah, no lah, no lah. Then I think we spoke to him for at least 6 months. And at last he said, okay lah. And what's the beauty of that okay? The beauty about that okay was he went on to introduce so many programs in the institute. And I think you heard immediate past President Siva did mention about him earlier. And he is very popular among the councillors and members because he loves people. When you talk to him, he will listen to you. If you go to his organization, when they go through difficulty, he will say, don't worry, I will take care of you for the next 3 months, but make sure you stick with me for the next 6 years. Hey, serious, who talks to you like that? I will take care of you. I will take care of you in a difficulty, and I'll help you. And some of his people who works for him are very close to him and have been with him for, I think, at least 20 years, a big portion of his negotiators. So as I said, he served 9 years. He has been a speaker. And he was the one responsible to introduce the REPS program, where you have a continuous education program. He was the one who was responsible in starting the secondary market exhibition. MREA is the first organization in this country to organize a secondary market exhibition, and I think we all should be proud about it. He was responsible. I can go on saying a lot of things, but ladies and gentlemen, he has done great to the Institute, and the members are very proud to bestow upon him the highest honor of membership. First honor is always an ordinary member, an honorary member, and the highest is a fellow. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to introduce to you the fellow for this year, none other than past President Nixon Paul from Carey Properties. And I have great pleasure to call upon the guest of honor, the President, to come up on stage. And also organizing chairman to present the certificate admitting you, Mr. Nixon Paul, to this fellow people. Oh, sorry, not fellow people, to the fellow of the institute. Come on, a lifetime contribution to the fraternity. Okay, thank you very much. And now I invite Nixon Paul to say his piece. Nixon, you have got exactly 3 minutes.
I'll be very short, so just bear with me. Just want to share a little bit about my little journey in the real. Just very quickly, in life, we all go through some challenges in time. Some are good things, and some are a little bit more, what shall I say, some are happy things. And of the happy things, some are even more meaningful. Today I look back and I thank God for my tenure that I experienced in MIEA, because this is something that I will never forget. It was an awesome journey. It was something that I learned and I experienced, and I don't think I would have been able to experience that if I have not been serving on the council of MIA. But anyway, what I would like to do is I would like to give thanks and recognize the few people who are responsible for me to be, or who got me involved in MIA. Firstly, I would like to thank past presidents, Tinahara Kumar and Mr. Raymond Tang. It was during their term that I got involved in the institute. Thank you, Raymond and Tina. I would also like to thank Mr. Soma Sundram, who gave me the encouragement and support I needed to offer myself for the presidency. Thanks, Soma. Our current IPP, Mr. Siva Shankar, thank you for being there as my deputy president. You were a pillar of support. Thank you so much. My two business partners, Ms. Kate Tay, Ms. Tan Guad Eng, thank you for being there for me. Lastly, my wife, unfortunately she's not here this evening, but who has supported me throughout my involvement in MIA and was my source of strength and inspiration. To the organizing committee and the National Council of Management, I thank you for the recognition and this conferment of the fellowship. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can we give Nixon Paul a big round of applause once more? Okay. I would like to request the people on the other side of the hall, because you can't see us, we would appreciate for the next 10 minutes, you pray silence, because we are going to give away the first real estate award, which was formerly known as the Leadership Award, and we have renamed it to this year as a Lifetime Achievement Award. A Lifetime Achievement Award is given to an individual who has contributed his time towards developing his own real estate agency firm, who has contributed to the institute and also to the fraternity. And this gentleman who is going to receive this award in a short while is very colorful. He has been in the real estate profession for the past 31 years. He started working career in 1978, fresh after school, as a marketing executive in the electrical home appliance industry, selling various products such as color television and video cassette recorders, which both saw their debut in Malaysia just about then. Coming from a middle income family, he obtained a diploma in marketing from the Institute of Marketing, UK, via part-time studies and night classes in around 1982. Unfortunately, in 1984, at the start of Malaysia's economic crisis, at the 80s, the firm that he worked for, which was one of the biggest in KL then, and which allowed him to buy a stake into it, went belly up. This was an MBA lesson in his life. It was an experience that's cost a lot of new thoughts, emotions, deep reflection and fear. He nonetheless said it was a blessing, as he said, that in order for one to rise, one has to fall first, so that one can experience the emotions and feelings all associated with failure. Only then can one move forward and rebuild with caution and apprehension. When I mention his name later, you will understand what these words mean. All of this is better if it happens when one is young and without too much of baggage, as energy, optimism and humility is required to pull oneself up and start all over again. In 1984, he started his real estate career. Now all new young people who are joining the race and listen to this. In 1984, he started his real estate career as a negotiator with Rahim & Co. Chartered surveyors Sindran Berhad. He spent 4 years there, every year as its top negotiator, except for the initial one he first joined. In 1988, he partnered two other realtors to form the estate agency firm, the Golden Triangle. This is not the Golden Triangle in Bermuda, okay? This is the Golden Triangle in KL, which he left in 1992 to establish what is now known as Hectares and Stratas. You want to clap? Clap well. This is Lifetime Achievement Award. The firm today is in its 23rd year, and it is a boutique estate agency with its core competency in the industrial market. This gentleman invited Mr. Hong Sun Lung as an estate agent to join him as a partner in 1999, and they've been good partners ever since. The recipient of this award was the president of the Malaysian Institute of Estate Agents in the years 2001 and 2003. Prior to that, he was a councillor, treasurer, deputy president, so on and so forth. During his time as a president, he launched the Real Estate Negotiators course. And today, somehow or other, is graduated to become the Negotiator Certification course. He was also the representative of the Board of Valuers, Appraisers and Estate Agents, board member from 1998 to 2004. He is today still involved as a panelist examiner for the board's TPC examination. A milestone in his career, and this is very important for you all to listen, in his career an estate agent did the listing of Axis REIT on Bursa Kuala Lumpur in 2005. A man amongst us listed a company in Bursa. Aren't you all proud about that, guys? He is a co-founder and promoter of REIT together with two of his partners who has been investing actively since 1998, culminating in the listing of Axis REIT, Malaysia's first REIT to be listed on Bursa Kuala Lumpur. Today, Axis REIT, Malaysia's biggest industrial properties REIT with an asset value of about 2 billion and built up factories, warehouses, and office space in excess of 7 million square feet. He's also well known. He cannot stop. You cannot stop this guy. He just keeps on churning with new ideas. And then now he owns the well-known lighting company, Senghap Lighting and Decor Sindran Berhad. So if you want lights, change card with him today, you might get a discount. As well, he also owns Victron Manufacturing, which manufactures and exports cast aluminium outdoor furniture to Japan besides the Malaysian market. The recipient is a regular speaker on real estate and gives regular public talks on topics such as how to become a successful real estate negotiator, how to invest in commercial real estate successfully, and many other topics. He's married. I still want to hold his name. He's married to a wonderful lady, and for 28 years, they have 3 children. Edward, their eldest, who is an architect. Maxine, who graduated with a law degree from the University of Bristol, UK, and recently, and who is now doing a bar in London. And lastly, Adrian, who is in 2nd year studying his Bachelor of Science honors in real estate at the University of Reading, UK. Ladies and gentlemen, 2015. The recipient of the award is a true estate agent, an innovator, a gentleman, a president of the institute, an entrepreneur, an energizer. His energy is always high. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Malaysian Institute of Estate Agents, we are proud to present the first award of the night. The recipient of the Life Achievement Award is none other than Mr. Stephen Pugh. And while they're taking their photographs, some of you may know, in 2009, the Lifetime Achievement Award was given to Dato Haji Abdul Rahim Rahman, 2010 to Dato Ravindra Das, the former president of the board. In 2011, we gave it to Dato Alan Tong Kok Mao. In 2012, Dato Leslie Lee. In 2013, to my humble self. And in 2014, Mr. Ali Malik. And he is only the 7th winner of the Lifetime Achievement Award. One more time, Lenderman. A man who have done so good for the industry. Stephen Pugh, you are now invited to present, to give your speech. The VIPs can now go down and take your seat.
My fellow estate agents, negotiators, valuers, colleagues in industry, thank you very much for this. There is no higher honor than to receive an award Lifetime Achievement Award from your peers. From members in the fraternity who once in a while we work together in co-marketing, but in most times we fight tooth and nail with each other to close a deal, even until we are almost wrangling each other. So thank you very much. I'm very deeply honored. Thank you. Actually, I prepared a short speech, but it looks like Mr. Suma Sundram has said everything. He has said everything that I wanted to say, and I'm now in a predicament. So I'll just say one of the things. One of the things that spurred me to join the property industry was, like what Suma said, I had a business in 1978, and unfortunately it went belly up in the recession of 1984. I lost all my savings. I had to go back and reinvent myself, not knowing what industry to get into. I bought a book. I read a lot. I bought a book entitled The 40 Richest Men in the World and How They Got There. There were two two areas of business where you find the most success stories. And you find that the most success stories, and this is an American book, the most success stories are all in insurance and real estate. Concurrently, during that time, this was around about 1984, Chivas Regal, for those of you who drink, you will know Chivas Regal.